Hey guys, what's going on? This is Bear from Bear's Workshop, and today we'll be showing the second part of the pool time-lapse series. In the second part, we'll be discussing more excavating issues, electrical issues, and steel issues, along with some of the other things that we had done. Remember, I'm doing these videos to help others doing the same thing, so that they can see the things that can go wrong, things to look for, and hopefully answer any questions someone may have. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and click on the bell and receive notifications so you know when the next time a video comes out. Now let's take a look at the time lapse. In the first video, I described some of the issues I had with the excavators. We know the plumbers found out the depth wasn't right, and that was addressed. Another issue that I didn't mention in the previous video was how much dirt the excavators left behind. They had asked if they could leave some dirt, and I said yes. Here is a picture of what they left behind. I was planning on using the extra dirt for a garden for my wife, but this is going to be a really big garden. As for the excavators, I'm not getting any response from them, and I'll go into that in a bit. The steel guys came out and spent a few days doing their thing. The foreman came out and right away told me my forms were set up incorrectly. They use 4-inch forms instead of 6. If your bond beam is going to be 6 inches thick, you can't use 4-inch forms. Not only that, the forms are all over the place. They are set back 6 inches in some places and 12 inches in others. The forms need to be redone. The forms were put in by you-know-who, the excavators. This is becoming a bit of a show. And the steel guy also pointed out that some of the walls are angled more than they should be. This should be corrected by the shotcrete guys, hopefully. I hadn't decided if I was going to do block wall and a sunken bar or shotcrete, but talking to the steel guy, I decided to go with shotcrete, and they did the steel for the sunken bar also. But I had to run to the store and get my sump pump in. We dug a hole and it was set into the drain. It was about 6 inches plus my travertine height above the dirt, and we put in a pipe to drain it out. Pretty simple work. The pump had to be put in before the rebar, so knock that one off the list. I asked the steel guy if he could have his guys get all the loose dirt off the bench. It was sitting higher than it should, and one side was higher than the other. He said no problem. This, of course, didn't happen, and they put the rebar in at an angle. One side was higher than the other. I had to have them correct it. The electricians came out and did their thing. I didn't have on the quote to wire the sunken bar, and so they didn't do it. Just another thing not on the list. The sump pump needs to be wired in also. They got done with their part, but we did have an issue with electric line. I told them there was a line running from the panel in the front yard to one of the storage sheds in the back. I didn't know where it was, I just knew it was down there. I gave them an area about this big, said that that's where it is. They tore the shit out of it with their trencher. Also said they couldn't do anything about it because it wasn't marked. I'm still dealing with that. The line was about a foot down in the landscaping pipe. Incorrectly, it should have been an electrical conduit, and it was not deep enough. So it probably wouldn't have happened. It tore the line right out of the panel with the breaker, and about 4 breakers also tripped at the same time when the panel got yanked out. Lucky nothing horrible happened. Oh, almost forgot to mention that the electricians told me my forms are off. Yep, everyone seems to know that except for the excavators. Not only that, the excavators were supposed to dig out the area for the lights. Oh, okay. So, I didn't know that. Apparently neither did the excavators. The electricians dug it out for me, $150 a light. That's $300 that the excavators owe me. So for the plumbing, the guy came out, inspect the work, and get paid. First things he says is the bond beam is not right. Yep, I heard that one before. He also noticed that my steel was hitting the dirt all the way around the bond beam. He said that won't pass inspection. Steel needs to be in the center of the shock of where the shotcrete will be. Otherwise it's weaker and you'll have cracking. I had to call steel back and have them fix it. Their excuse was the cage sank into the soft dirt. Not sure I'm going to believe that one. They did come back out and bring it up some more. Everything looked good except there was a leak in the bottom of the pool for the plumber. A pool cleaner pipe, one of the little heads, sprung a leak. Guy tried at first to say it looked like someone peed in the pool. I assured him that no one had been down there in at least a day. He went down, took a look, and he agreed it was a leak. So they fixed that leak, but they could not pressurize one line for the bubblers because the caps hadn't been put on. Not a big deal, but it made me go look for the boxes for the bubbler lights where the cap should be. And I found out somehow I ordered a 30-foot cable. I knew I needed a 100-foot line. I had to do a return on the light system and order the correct ones. Always make sure when you order your crap that you have the right items in the cart, even though I swear I checked it 3 times. Always knew it was 100 feet, needed 100 feet, I knew it was 100 feet, and somehow I got 30 feet in the cart. Since the plumbers had to come out and redig the lines because the pool wasn't deep enough the first time, they hit us with a $300 charge. Thanks again, excavators. At this point, we're waiting on the permits to go through. Once that's done, we can go to shotcrete. Also waiting for the electrical quote for the sunken bar. I'm also still trying to get the excavators to respond to me. I want the forms replaced and the extra dirt removed. They also owe me some money. But unfortunately, it looks like I'm going to go with the register of contractors for this. I've been trying to avoid it, but the lack of response is testing my patience. Again, like the last video, I hope there was information here that will help you with your own project. The next video should be the shotcrete, so click the subscribe button, hit that bell to be notified when our next video comes out. We'll see you next time.